Good morning, everyone. We have already gone through this topic development, right? And how development is different for different people, right? Development is measured on certain criterias which are set by your World Bank, by your UNDP. If a country, if a state satisfies these criteria, then they are said to be developed, right? So if we talk about development, how do we measure it, right? Or how can we say that a particular nation is developed, or how can we say that India is a developed or a developing or an underdeveloped country, right? You have often gone through these terms: developed, right? Underdeveloped or developing. How do we say, who are we to say that a particular nation is developing, or a particular nation is developed, or a particular nation is underdeveloped, right? There might be certain social factors which we would be counting. There might be the economic factors, money related factors which we would be considering, right? There might be educational related factors to which we must be considering, and then we are saying ki, come on, this country is developed, completely developed. This country is still developing, like India is said to be a developing country, right? It is not developed, it is still developing. There are many underdeveloped countries, especially in Africa, right, who face health and hygiene problem, who lack in education, who are not economically sound. Then we say, come on, those countries are underdeveloped. Means we are, measuring this criteria of development, right? We are measuring this term development through different criterias. Now, development, comparison of countries, World Bank and Human Development Report. Now, World Bank, right, it compares country only on one basis, that is per capita income. It only sees the per capita income of a country, and it decides whether a country is developed, developing, or underdeveloped. UNDP, that is Human Development Report, it counts on three factors. It sees per capita income, it sees health, and it sees education, right? It goes for three factors to decide whether a nation is developed, developing, or underdeveloped. Also, development even varies from person to person, right? Development is not something which is fixed, it varies. For us, development might be different, for others development meaning is different, right? For us, if a family owns a car, right, the family is said to be developed, economically developed. But for other, if the person, if the family, though it is owning a car, but it is not educated, we'll say, come on, the family is underdeveloped, right? That is the criteria. It depends on what factors you are deciding whether a person is developed or underdeveloped, right? Whether you are looking at the economic status, whether you are looking at the social factors, or whether you are looking at educational factors. So it depends even from person to person. The development goals, it differs from person to person. For a farmer, a good crop is said to be a development, right? On the other hand, for youth like us, a good job is said to be a development goal. So development goal also varies. It is not same for everyone, right? Every person sees development, from different angle, right? Every person sees development from a different angle. They have different meanings of development. Now, what is per capita income? Per capita income or average income measures the average income earned per person in a given area in a specified year. The average income per person in a specified year. It is calculated by dividing the area's total income by its total population. See, this is the way you calculate total number of individuals upon total number of population, right? So per capita income or average income measures the average income earned per person in a given area in a specified year. It is calculated by dividing the area's total income by its total population. Literacy rate means the number of educated people in an area. Literacy rate is the percentage of people in a certain sample of population or country that have the ability to read and write. Means literacy rate, it depends on the ability to read and write. For example, literacy rate of North Korea is 100%, since every person can read and write in the country. So literacy rate, it depends on the ability of a person to read and write. Now this is the literacy rate of different states of India. Go through the map very carefully. This is the map showing the literacy rate in India. Infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate is the death of young children under the age of 1. This death is measured by the infant mortality rate, which is the number of deaths of children under 1 year of age per 1000 live births. Means out of 1000 live birth, the number of death, right, which take place below the age of 1 year is termed as infant mortality rate. Now, infant mortality rate, in short form IMR, refers to the number of deaths of infants under 1 year old per 1000 live births. Right? You can go through it very clearly. Now class, I had asked you to go through certain other important terms as well, which are very important from the chapter point of view. Right? These are the 3 which I have discussed. Rest we'll be discussing tomorrow. Right? So meanwhile, the PDF of NCERT which I had given you, kindly go through it. Just try and understand what development means, how it is measured, and how it is different for different people. Right? In next lecture, I'll be coming up with a few more important terms which are very necessary, which are very important from the chapter point of view. Right? We'll discuss in detail and then we'll begin with the chapter properly. Right? Thank you.